In this tutorial, I'm going to take a look at a little bit about how you use Mathify and how you also save a whiteboard so you can share it with someone like your teacher, for example. So I have this question here. Let's say you were given these four shapes and you're asked to identify each one of them. So this is a circle, this is a square, this is a rectangle, this one. Now here's where you access the colors. So it's red, so I'm going to put it in the same kind of text. So this is a hexagon. And you can, if you happen to make the texts too small or too big, you can drag a corner to make it larger if you want. So these are all the drawing tools. This is a pencil tool. So if you have a mouse, you can actually write with it. So if you wanted to do something like that, I'm just using my mouse. If you have a little tablet with a pen, it's a lot easier to write. And these are the undo and redo buttons. So if I wanted to get rid of that 5, one way is to undo it. I can redo it as well. You can erase things with the eraser tool. So for example, let's say I wanted to erase all that. And of course, if I want to undo it, one at a time, kind of. This is the hand tool, so if you want to move something, you can grab it like this. So I actually have to be on it to be able to grab it. So for example, the hexagon, if I had my hand over like the middle of the circle, I can't grab it. But as soon as I get on part of it, the text, you can grab it. This is the text box tool, so when you click on that, whatever color you got selected, and you just drag, and you can make text there. These are the shapes, so these are the different shapes that you can use. When I went to make the rectangle, it's automatically a square first, so if you grab a side, you can stretch it, grab a corner to make it bigger or smaller, like that. Okay, so get rid of that. These are grids. There's a finer grid, and there's a larger square grid. You can actually put an axis on the whiteboard as well. And of course, if you click on this, that takes any of those off. This is how you can upload an image. So if you had an image from something that you wanted to bring up to the whiteboard, you can as well. This is my stuff. I'll show you that in a moment. But this is how you save. There's actually a glossary here too, if you click on that. So you can actually there's the alphabet up here, so you could click, or you can just scroll through. This is all the A's because it's on A now. So if I, let's say I want to go to the P's and find something with a P in it, like a prism, for example, and that shows me a definition of what a prism is. If you click anywhere behind that, it gets rid of that, the glossary. So this is how you save. So let's say this was called task 2, for example. If you click on save, it'll pop up and ask you, do you want to go to my stuff or continue working? You'd stay on the whiteboard here. So if you click on go to my stuff, these are now, if you actually had some tutor sessions, there would be saved chats. If you don't have any sessions, you got help with a tutor, then it wouldn't be anything in there. These are saved whiteboards. So if I wanted to share this with someone else, like your teacher, for example, if you select it, you can load it on the whiteboard, or here's where you get the sharing link. So if you click on this and then generate, and if you could highlight that, but you might not get all the text. If you click on this, it actually copies it to the clipboard. Okay, so you could actually, for example, just a second here. So I wanted to bring a notepad over. I'm going to paste, so you can right click and paste. So there's the URL for that saved whiteboard. You could paste that in an email to send to your teacher, or if you're using Google Classroom or something like that, or Brightspace, so you could share it that way too. If I click on load to whiteboard, it'll just take me back to the whiteboard with the same thing because they didn't change it at all. You can get to my stuff if you go and click on your avatar up here. That's how you get to my stuff. You can edit your profile here too. This is how you would get back to the whiteboard if you're Like if I go click on my stuff, that's the same place we were a moment ago. If you just want to get straight back to the whiteboard, click on that. Now, if we want to erase everything here, I could use the eraser tool, but this clears everything. So if I click on that, yes. You can also make additional whiteboards, actually up to 5. Okay, so there's 5 different whiteboards here. I'm on the first one right now. Okay, so you can actually make groups of, and when you save it, all those whiteboards are there. So if you had 3 whiteboards and stuff on, let's say 3 different questions, 1 in each, and save it, then that's all saved together. So that's a bit about how you use the tools on Mathify and how you can save a whiteboard. And that's the end of the tutorial.